Doing here is gonna make wax dirt. I got 10 gallons of dried dirt. What I've had done is put it out here, let it dry over, for a while in the heat. Kept turning it, get all the moisture out of it, and get it warmed up. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna dump it out on here and show you how I do it. When you're using the 5-gallon buckets, some 5-gallon buckets got a higher lid. Like you'd be at 5 gallons, there'll be another this high if you fill all the way to the top. Make sure, because if you're doing this, like I'm putting half a pound of wax to a gallon of dirt. So if you fill all the way up, you're cutting that mixture down from what that is. You'll be adding even less than half. If you out of 2 5-gallon buckets, if you end up with another gallon of dirt in there or half a gallon of dirt, the mixture's off. So just make sure you're using exactly 5 gallons of dirt in a pail. So all I'm gonna do is just gonna take this pre-sifted dirt. I'm just gonna get it right here in a pile. Now I like using the darker tarps because what it does is it collects the heat. It's going to be probably about, I don't know, it's probably 85 right now. Hotter than I like it for sure. Apparently some stuff got by me. Not sure where that come from. Anyways, what I want to do is just kind of spread that out. Man, a sifter on this person, which was me, ain't worth a shit. I missed all kinds of stuff. Must have been at the bottom of the bucket. So, got 10 gallons of dirt. Got 5 pounds of wax here. If you get any wax that's got clumps in it, just bust them up right in the bag, like so. Usually it'll bust right back up. How I'm going to do, I'm just going to just get that spread out over that dirt. Paid for it all, might as well get it all on there. You just bust that up. You want that fine, you don't want to leave that in big chunks. I'm just going to kind of spread it out. We'll work it in even more once it starts melting. Then I just want to make sure I got it somewhere where the sun's going to be hitting it. So we want to melt that wax, and once it gets melted down, I'll show you the next process. Well, it's been a couple hours. You can see it's kind of getting the wet look to it, where that wax is melted in. All I'm going to do is work it around, because there's still some particles of the wax left in it that aren't melted yet. Just going to keep working it into itself. Just spread it back out. But when it starts getting that wet look, like right here, that's what you're looking for. Just want to get it spread out. The thinner you have it spread out, the better off you'll be. Well, I guess Mitchell's calling. So just get that, like I say, all spread back out. Once you get the wet look again, a lot of that will be, you know, melted off. You want it just layered real thin to get to keep that dirt where she's got it all warmed up. That's what's melting that wax. Any pieces, just crumple it up like so. Give her a little bit more time. That dirt, so you can feel it's real warm to the touch. Good day for this. Well, it's all dried, and I've turned it twice, and you can see, I mean, it looks good. You don't see no wax in there at all. So it looking pretty good. Just bunch it up right in the middle. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to take and put it, like I'm just going to take these and then dump in a bigger container. But what you want to do is just, say you're going to store it in 5-gallon buckets where you're not going to be making 100 gallons or something. What you want to do is you want to take that, because it's warm, the dirt's warm, the wax is warm. You don't want to take and put a lid on this right away. What you're going to do is just leave this, you know, set out of the elements for a couple days to cool down, because you don't want it to start sticking together. You put the top on here, get condensation or anything like that, it'll start sticking together. If you want to do bigger bunches of dirt, you know, probably sometime I'll show it. You can get you know, shakers and stuff to shake, you know, more dirt out. And also what you can do is, instead of going out digging a hole and getting the dirt out, if you're going to do a bunch, you're really going to go get into trapping, you can get a hold of that excavating company, buy a yard of dirt. But don't go and buy the dirt sight on scene. Go into where they're at and buy it. You know, look at the dirt and make sure that's what you want. You might get a load of stuff that you know, isn't good for, you know, what we're trying to do here. You know, could have a lot of sticks and stuff like that in it. So but that gives you a couple different options. This is you know, it's a fairly simple process to do. It isn't really difficult. Anybody could do it. All you need is, you know, some unbearably hot weather to do it. You know, if you wait till in October, you live up north, Michigan, Minnesota, Wisconsin or something, you know, and you wait till September, October to do this, you might get a few days you can do it. But you know, the farther north you live, the less likely you're going to be able to do it, you know, in that time of year most years. So you have to check YouTube and you know, look at the video I got for doing it on the stove. My suggestion is get it as much done now as you can when it's super hot and miserable outside.